What's up, guys? Welcome back to Headlocks and Hot Packs for a couple of different things happening in one video that we have not done in quite some time. As you can see, a bunch of football products here on the screen. A couple we've seen before, a couple we have not seen before. So we've got these football pride packs. Of course, these are from Walgreens. We've done those before. Then I also saw this there, championship collection. So we'll see what is in there. And then this 25 card pack of quote-unquote football superstars. We haven't done anything from Walgreens in quite some time just because we were doing those pride packs there, which we will start with since we've seen them so many times on the channel. But I don't know, I was kind of getting a little bored with it, but I did need to make a quick trip to Walgreens because it is legitimately only a block away from me for some cough drops, if I can say that correctly. And came across these, so I figured why not. We also haven't done a little bit of a mixer in quite some time, so like I said, we'll start with these prime packs, which are pretty much caca, especially considering they are, I think it was $6.99 a piece now, because we've got a 91 Ultra pack there, so we'll see what we can find in there. Looks like a ton of Sage here. Probably we're going to see lots of Sage in just about everything since that championship collection said it had at least like 5 Sage packs in there. So we got some early 90s Pro line from 91. There's a Patriot there. That'll probably go in the collection. I don't think I have any of those. Here's some of that Sage. Pretty sure this is 2025. Richard Smith. We won't spend too much time on these because, like I said, there's like 5 packs of these in that championship collection. There was also some discount basketball blasters. I'm pretty sure they were blasters anyways that I saw there, but it's all stuff that we've already ripped on the channel, so I didn't bother with any of that. It's all modern, but from at least a couple of years ago. I don't really recognize too many names on here. There's Matthew Golden, James Pierce Jr. Here's a 1999 Fleer Tradition, Keenan McCardell, part of a pretty good Jaguars at receiving tandem back in the day. Some 90s Score, which we've ripped here. I think that's, what, 97 Pinnacle Express, Robert Brooks. I think it's 97. Yeah, pretty sure that said 97. Kind of hard to read through the screen. Some wild card, action packed, so a bunch of stuff that we've seen before, like this 1990 Topps. We did the whole set of that. And haven't really seen much for names in here either, which really that's about as good as you can hope for from these quote-unquote prime packs. There's a mid-2000s Fleer Tradition, or early 2000s Fleer Tradition. Don't see those too often. Some more Pro line, Upper Deck. Yeah, nothing crazy out of here. 1 in 4 guaranteed to hit, and even though it is 1 in 4, usually the hits aren't anything great, and a Michael Strahan, so at least we've got a Hall of Famer out of there, I guess. Maybe a couple of Patriots that I didn't have, but let's see what this 91 Ultra pack has to offer. Wouldn't be shocked if our other Prime pack also has 91 Ultra in there. Good lord, what is this pack even worth the amount of trouble it's just given me? Nothing too crazy out of 91 Ultra. We've already done this on the channel. Pat Carter, Al Noga. Geez, not even really any names here. Tim McKyer. At least give us a name. Mo Gardner rookie, Andre Reed. Decent, but still pretty much a 5-cent card. And then Tim Brown we saw on the back. So 1 to 2 decent names out of there. We'll get this other one out of the way. Not really sure why I went for these. I guess just to add a couple more things to make this a mixer. I was like, why not? This was the cheapest of these 3 products that I picked up. Another 91 Ultra. Just as I suspected. A bunch more Sage too. There's a Derek Thomas. artistic looking card, which I do have a fondness for. But the Championship Collection one, that one was $14.99. And then the 25 Football Superstars, we'll see if they are superstars. That one was $7.99, so this was the cheapest of the three. And most likely will be the worst of the three. I guess we shall see. I had never seen those, why can I not speak tonight? Never seen those Football Superstars things before. There's a random Pacific. I have no idea what year that is. More 91 tops, more 90 score, and it's a punter, ooh, who we also saw in our first Prime pack. More 90 score. Yeah, it seems like, I mean, the collation I don't think is the same, but you're getting the exact same products out of these, at least with the loose cards. Wow, we actually got a hit. That is kind of surprising, even though it's 1 in 4. This is from some Pro Set, Tay Martin. So again, a guy I've never heard of. It's probably only like $1 card. From 2022 Pro Set. So yeah, I would imagine this guy's probably not in the NFL. And it's a sticker auto, but I don't know, we got an auto. That's about the best that you can hope for, really, out of one of these Prime packs. You definitely are not getting your money back, that's for sure. Here's a decent one. Emmitt Smith, Fleer Ultra, John Kitna from Donruss Threads. John Kitna is a name I haven't thought of in quite some time. Mark Brunell. I don't know if that's a parallel or not with the blue border, because the Strahan we saw in the first one had a green border. Alright, 91 Fleer Ultra. Let's get this one gone, and then we'll get into the stuff that we have not seen on the channel here before. Maybe we'll see a Barry Sanders out of here, even though I've already got that one in my Barry Sanders collection. Bruce Smith, a Hall of Famer. Warren Moon. So this one might already be better than our first 91 Ultra pack. Or perhaps not. The rest of the pack is disappointing greatly, so 2 names out of the first one, 2 names out of the second one. Alright, let's get into this one next. I guess we'll save what was the most expensive for last. We got a Ramondre on the back. I didn't even realize that, but this comes from 3 Bros in a Card Store, so my hopes for this are pretty low, just based off of what we all know about the products those guys put out. I'm hoping, okay, yeah, I was hoping I wouldn't need to cut into this one. And let's see if that Brett Favre is the best card out of this whole thing. Like I said, this was $7.99 for this one, and it's only 25 cards. Claims to be all superstars, but we shall see. I guess if nothing else, I paid $8 for a team bag there. There's a Ramondre, I'm not sure. Looks like that's the way that they are going, so Ramondre, I think I've got that already, and right off the bat you got a common. More commons, so this is definitely not Football Superstars. Some Pinnacle, more Pinnacle, Barry Foster. There's a Patrick Willis. Mike Williams, one of the many Mike Williams to have been in the NFL. Some newer Donruss. Yeah, definitely not NFL Superstar. Some Optic. There's a Devin, I almost said Mike Singletary. Devin Singletary. 2008, or is that 7 tops? There's a Fleer Tradition, David Patton. I don't think I have that one. I'm not sure what year that's from. Austin Eckler, Optic. Yeah, nothing great out of here. Definitely a major ripoff. Torrey Holt, who is for the Hall of Fame again. There's Ronnie Lott, who is in the Hall of Fame. Eddie George, early 2000 playoff contenders, and then Brett Favre. Yeah, probably the Brett Favre is the best one out of there, so totally not worth $7.99. Let's see if this makes up for it. 5 Sage football packs and 2 premium packs. What on earth is considered a premium pack? If it's just 2 more Sage packs, like it's showing on the front there, above where it says 2 premium packs, I'm not going to be a happy boy, that is for sure. But if anything else, I guess this is just reinforcing why I had stayed away from the Walgreens products. I call them Walgreens products because I only really see them at Walgreens, even though I don't make them, so I guess I can't blame them for how terrible these things are, but maybe blame them for selling them? I don't know. Yeah. Wow, what a rip. So it is all Sage. 2025 Artistry, 2025 Low Series Premium Pack. What makes it premium? 2024 Low Series Premium Pack. There's just more cards in there. I guess that makes it premium. They have 9 instead of 5. 2022 Artistry, 2025 High Series, 2021 Premier Draft. I think that's Sage product, I'm pretty sure. That's a High Series, and then 2023 High Series. So yeah, that is definitely a bummer, although it does, I guess you probably could have surmised that just from the front of the box, but we'll start with 2023 High Series and see what's what in here. Yeah, the premium packs, the only difference is you just get a few more cards. There's a Bijan Robinson, so you like to see that. Obviously, you're hoping for the better names out of here, even though the better names don't even really hold much value. Still a lot to be desired from Sage. I guess if they're good products for like kids or whatever. Some 2021 Premier Draft here, High Series. We saw quite a bit of this a few years ago. There's a Justin Fields. That's a silver there. There's Jones, Quan Baker. Yeah, overall pretty disappointing, I would say. 2025 High Series is next. I'm pretty sure a bunch of these Sage products like didn't even really have the best players. There's Tyler Warren, we already saw that one, and a bunch of these. So, a bunch of repeats. But you get what you get, I suppose. You get what you get and you can't be upset. Something like that. I guess that's how the saying goes. Let's check out Artistry here. 2022 edition. There's a Aiden Hutchinson. Decent. Probably the best stuff out of any of these unless you get an autograph, which I don't know like any of the odds or anything like that on any of the Sage products for autographs. We'll try one of these premium packs, which will just have 4 more crappy cards in there. I guess if you want to say that. I don't know. So I guess, are there people out there that like Sage? I could be wrong. I've never seen this design before. Bo Nix having a great year with the Broncos. Some parallels. I'm not sure if those are like teal or whatever they're called. There's a next level Dylan Gabriel, who got what, 2 starts with the Browns. 2025 Low Series Premium next. Yeah, I think it was 2 before they just gave it to Shadur. I mean, their season's been tossed away basically before it began. Some next level greens, I'm assuming. There's Kyle Williams, Patriots. Doesn't make its way into the PC though. Alright, and then final one, 2025 Sage Artistry. So, yeah, I would say pretty much disappointment from all of these products, although my expectations were pretty low to begin with anyways, considering our history with the Walgreens products. I will say I have not seen this artistry design. These are actually kind of cool looking. I will admit that. There's a Jaden Daniels. and then Josh Kelly, the last one. But if anybody else has had a chance to check out any of those products before, let me know what you thought of it in the comments down below. Maybe I am totally in the minority and thinking that these basically suck, and in terms of the Prime Packs, they still suck. But like I said, let me know what you thought in the comments down below. We'll be throwing it back next week with some throwback hoops. That kind of gave it away, but a throwback hoops product, literally NBA hoops. So that's what we'll be checking out next Thursday night. Hopefully you guys come on back for that one and check out all the other fun stuff here on the channel as well. Until then, have a good one, guys. I'll see you on the next one.